I went shopping after my fall work shift to make a little more money. Let's go. Okay, off of another work shift, and I knew I needed to stay in this area from the time I got off work at the pumpkin patch. Gotta get there if you haven't been there in Nebraska. So between then, a pickleball session, I had time, like, I wanted to just sit in my car and take a nap, but it's too hot. It's like 83 degrees today. So I made myself come to the Goodwill, even though my feet are tired. I did not feel like shopping, but now's the time to be doing it. And for anybody out there that's just struggling with being motivated, I just tell you, you can't be motivated. You have to be, you're not always going to be motivated. You have to be disciplined. So if you're struggling with that, let me tell you, over the years and years that I've been reselling, I'll tell you, you are not going to be motivated. You have got to be disciplined like you would be in anything else you're doing in life. If you're not disciplined, you're going to struggle. So go out there and get to work. Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, go ahead and do me a favor right now before you forget, because I am a pretty baby channel, and it really helps the algorithm if you like and drop a comment. It's super simple, it's free, you don't have to do anything for it, and we can go shop together. So let's see what we can find. I always have a very bouncy walk, but I don't want to get one of those things that holds my camera still, so I don't care. This is who I am. I promise I probably look pretty normal when I'm walking around, but isn't this crazy? So I work a seasonal shift at our local pumpkin patch, not because I have to, because I just love it. Like pretty much everything I do, I enjoy it. So I just got off of there and I'm headed over the Goodwill here. I'm checking out the books first. You know, I don't look too deep into anything. If I do see something that says like wizard or anything magical or mystical, I do like to look at those. Um, and a lot of times I like to lot books up unless it's something special. So my latest book sale, just to give you an idea of what you could be looking for, is a big lot of vintage chapter books from the Babysitters Club. They are the ones from the 80s and 90s, and I don't suggest selling them individually, but put them in a big lot if you can get them for less than $1 a piece, which I always do for my books, 25 cents, 50 cents at the most, and you can make good money on those. I also was looking for Bibles, very specific cookbooks, Betty Crocker. I didn't see any of those here. These are mostly like fictional novels, so didn't grab anything there. And I believe next I head over to the CDs and DVDs and VHS tapes here. And if you've been following me on Facebook and watching these videos, you know that I've been looking a lot for early 2000s DVDs. So I did grab this one since this one was an early 2000s DVD. But here's a tip, guys. Whatever you do, unless it's something special, don't try to sell it individually. You're going to have a lot better luck by lotting up several of the same kind. Oh, the Wiggles! I had to get this. Even though it didn't have one of the original cast members on it, I'm still going to lot it up with another one I have. Good thing I checked that. There it is. You got to check them. Open them up and check them. I've made the mistake too many times. I've been rushing, and I haven't checked the inside to see if it's actually in there, and then I'm like kicking myself later, like, why didn't I check? Anyway, find all the same ones, lot them up, and sell them as a lot instead of individually. You're going to do a lot better that way, and I want you to make more money faster, so there's a tip for you. And that's what I'm looking for right now, some other early 2000s DVDs. It's been a very good gig for me lately to pick those up. They've been selling so well for me, and you know, with the holidays coming up, make sure at the end of your listing you use keywords like gift or nostalgic gift or whatever, because people are going to be looking for those, or collectible. So say someone is looking for Blues Clues early 2000s DVDs. Well, if they're looking for a Blues Clues gift for someone, that's what they're going to put in the title. I always suggest using the word gift when you can. I feel like it's helped me. I don't know. It's not going to hurt anything for you to try it. Checking out the linens now, and you'll notice when you're watching my videos, I am not the kind of thrifter who looks through every single thing. If something catches my eye, I'm going to go ahead and take a peek. This did catch my eye because it was a really beautiful pattern. I couldn't find a single tag on this thing anywhere. Do you guys know anything about this just looking at it from here? Let's see a single thing. See the lady back there with a phone? She's probably looking some things up too. I hope she found some treasures. And again, just kind of looking around here, seeing if there's anything. When you see beach towels, look at the tags. If it's something that's vintage, it can be a good buy. Run your comps on eBay. Make sure you're clicking sold, not just seeing what people are asking for things. And run your comps, because I've done well with some beach towels in the past. These aren't anything special. I did look up the brand just there, and it wasn't anything special. This was so beautiful. It took me forever to pull this out and look at it because I was trying to hold the phone in my other hand. But it looks to be a vintage tablecloth. It's got this really stunning embroidery on it, these really cute scalloped edges. The colors are beautiful. I did end up finally getting it out here and at least trying to see the front of it. This is the back of it. So it's like I couldn't get a clear view of what the flowers look like. I'm like, how do I get to the front with one hand? But I finally found it and it was really stunning. I actually didn't take it all the way out to look and see if there were any stains. I usually use, for stains, when you guys are doing linens, I usually use Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. That's what I suggest you use too. I did take a peek at this. This is a Thanksgiving tablecloth. When it's about that time of year, like right now, like right before Thanksgiving, definitely give things that are like fall themed and Halloween themed, Thanksgiving themed. Give them a second look, and if it's cheap, pick it up. This was only $2.99, so I definitely picked that up. That's going to be a real, I shouldn't say a real, I definitely, but I feel like that's going to be a quick seller. I couldn't tell if it was vintage or not, and I didn't see a tag, but you know, it looked good to me. And sometimes you got to go with your gut. So kind of walking down a little bit of the reds here. It's kind of picked through a little bit. Maybe we'll find something. I thought this was really pretty, but I'm not gonna buy it. But I was picturing it like in my own home, putting that cute little garland like around maybe one of my candles or something like that. But I need to leave it there. I've been picking things up for my home, which I do. I do that. If you guys haven't caught my video, where you can check out all the different thrifted items in my home, I do have a video about that. I love to decorate and I do it really cheap. Okay, take a look at this. I did end up buying this and it was so cool. And I couldn't find any more like this. This is a rotating, probably 1970s vintage jewelry box. Those drawers are beautiful. The inside is like a harvest gold and it's in beautiful condition. I didn't see a single stain on this anywhere. It was the most beautiful thing. I was kind of hoping to find a treasure in one of these drawers, but I didn't see any. I'm sure the Goodwill employees already checked for that. So only $5.99. I'm guessing I'll probably be able to get between $35 and $50 for it, I hope. So putting that in the cart. And just seeing if there's anything interesting in the new thing here. Okay, I had to get these. What are these? I don't even know what they are, but they don't cost much, like $4 to $5. And they're just so beautiful. I feel like they came off probably of an old piece of furniture or something, but I just feel like if I stage those the right way, somebody's going to do something beautiful with them. Maybe you guys can help me come up with some ideas of what to do with that. Drop it in the comments. Go back and watch that. Take a closer look at it and tell me what you would do with something like those two little really darling pieces of wood. What would you do with those? I just feel like I can make them beautiful. I did look this up real quick. It's a vintage Little Mermaid nightlight thing, but the comps weren't good and they were asking more for it than I wanted to spend. So, and it didn't work. After I picked it up, I put it right back on the shelf. I'm very drawn to Little Mermaid anyway because I grew up watching that, but you know, so you have to be so careful of nostalgia. It'll get you. So I left that behind. Did you guys see that little guitar back there? This wasn't it, but this is a tip for you. If you see, and you can get it for cheap, a Y2K toy guitar backyardigans, pick that up. That can be a good little sale if it's the right price. It's always about what you're spending on the item, because I can sell things for like $10 or something, but if I only paid 25 cents for it, that's a great return of profit. So what you're paying for your items really matters. So just taking up the art here, I'm trying to be selective about what I'm picking up for the wall art because I have some that need to go. Right now I want to move more before I pick more up. So I'm really trying hard to be more selective. I don't want to pick up just anything. And over to the blue stuff, just kind of perusing the shelves. There is a calculator there, but I didn't pick it up because I already looked comps up for that one the other day and it wasn't worth it to me for the price they were asking. So if anybody is wondering why didn't you pick those up, it's because I already looked that up. It was not going to be worth it. So, and into the purples. I think I've seen a couple of Stanley Cups recently, but the price they're asking for in the thrift store and then running the comps for what they're selling for, it's just not worth it. I will pick up baseball gloves if they're a very specific type. Um, and I mean, I'm trying to get through some right now that I shouldn't have picked up. They weren't quite what buyers are really looking for the most. So I kind of want to get through those before I collect others, but I have done well with baseball gloves. So make sure you're running comps whenever you see a leather baseball glove, and it does need to be leather to make it more valuable. So check it out. So let's see. Oh, this cutie. I mean, I did look it up. It's not worth anything, but it's so cute. It's the old woman who lived in a shoe. You know, she freaked out because she had so many kids. You guys remember that nursery rhyme? She couldn't handle her life. Anyway, left it behind, obviously. And going into the silvers and black aisle here. So, you know, sometimes you can give everything a good dig if you really feel like it and you've got the time. Today, like I said, I had just finished a shift at the pumpkin patch, and it's like still 90 degrees out here in Nebraska. I did look at these just because they were really sweet, but they're cute, nothing special. I kind of wouldn't mind those in my home. They're so cute. But honestly, I would be the only one to use them unless we had company over sometime for coffee, so I left those behind. But anyway, it's like when I'm getting off of a shift, I've been hot and sweaty and running around in the pie barn. I just don't want to take over an hour in a thrift store to really look everything over. I think I probably spent about half an hour in this store. These little happy elephants are so cute. They felt like they were probably just, I don't know, pretty cheaply made or put together or painted. I left those there. I didn't know what this was. I was like, what the heck is this? You open it up. There was a little boy's specific name on there, actually. It's for a birth certificate. I had no idea. At first I thought it was one of those toilet paper roll things. I was like, wait a minute, but that's not what it was. It was not what it was at all. That's for birth certificates. But obviously, with a child specific name on it, no one else is going to want that. I did look up this little rain cover for a stroller, and it wasn't going to be worth it. So I did end up putting that back. Yep, bloop, we don't need it. So, and then I checked out a few other things over here. I was like, kind of wondering about this thing. It was for K-cups or whatever, and it just wasn't going to be worth anything that I wanted to pay for either. So I left that there. Kind of looking at some of these copper things, but I feel like I ran comps on those last week and they're still here. And again, the price they were asking for them just wasn't worth it. This little coconut canister did look kind of vintagey, kind of cool, but it said home goods on the bottom. So it's just the look. It looks like a vintage, but it's not. And I didn't want it. I don't want it. So somebody else can enjoy that little treasure. Running over some things that I've already seen the last couple trips, these little Christmas lights and all of that. Oh, this little guy was cute, but he had a little chip on his nose and he didn't have a price tag. If you can find little figures like that for $1 or less, that's another good thing that I don't recommend selling them individually all the time, but in a lot I will. Okay, that little ornament, actually, I picked it up because purple tag is going to be half price today, so this is only $1. And I do have a lady that buys Hallmark ornaments from me for $5 a piece. So that's something else. I'll just collect a bunch for her. Say that I paid $5 for 5 of them. I'll turn around and sell them to her for $25. And she's always so excited to add to her collection. And I can make a little extra money. So,
Do you know if the color is purple?
kind of popping through here.
Oh, it is.
Okay, thank you. I was talking over myself there, but I was trying to ask her if purple was the half price color. And it was indeed, so. Didn't see any old games there that I wanted or any interesting games. I did look this like big long animal pillow thing up because I didn't know what it was, but it didn't have the value that I was looking for. I was like, well, what is this? It was really long. I don't even remember the brand name. I'm gonna have to look at it again, but it was this long pillowy thing. Do I show the brand name here? I don't remember. I did go ahead and look it up though, and just wasn't. I was like, what the heck? It wasn't. I don't know, it's just weird. I left it behind. It was so big too. And I feel like I'm just drowning in plush right now downstairs. She is not going to be worth big money, this little Wilton gal. But I do have a gal that almost always comes back to me for Wilton cake pans. So for $1.99, I'm gonna pick her up. She's not even, I mean, she'll maybe bring $15, probably not even that, but that's okay. I like to take care of my collectors so they'll keep coming back when I find the higher profit items. That's just a little tip for you, unless that's not your thing, but taking care of people is my thing. I enjoy helping people out and helping them with their collections. I don't need to make a giant profit on everything. That's just the way I do it. I'm not very good at identifying silverware at all. Look at me acting like I know what I'm doing. But I have sold flatware and I've done well as long as I can find out what kind it is. So these were just pretty. They're just from Target Threshold, but aren't those beautiful? Those were really pretty there. As you can see, I am getting some goodies in my cart, so I'm not leaving empty-handed here today, and that's a good thing. So I'm just kind of browsing the last of the shelves here. I feel like I've gone down most of the aisles before I leave. I did end up going back to the little cart that they just bring out, and I'm so glad I did. I wouldn't have seen this, but I was like, oh, what's this very cute little basket? I saw this little basket here with a blue top, and I was like, wait, what? Hello Kitty? The heck? Hello Kitty blue picnic basket. I ran comps on this real quick. What was it, $5? I don't even remember. Ran comps on it real quick. Oh, $3.99. And it was like going for $35 to $40. I'm like, what in the world? So I could not believe it. I was so glad I put that in my basket. So make sure when you're getting ready to go, guys, you go back and just take a peek one more time at the areas that you didn't really give it a good look-see. I was so glad I bought this. So here's my haul today. I'm gonna go take off with it. And I think I maybe stopped to look at a couple of other things here. I'm trying to like make myself look at clothes and get myself some new stuff for my wardrobe. I'm just in my lazy girl era for my wardrobe right now. It's pathetic. Anyway, comment here, guys. Tell me what you're finding. What are you making money on? I want to know. Because in the reselling world, we can help each other out. That's how you know what to buy, what to pick up, what things are selling for, what to look for, how to list them. All of those things are so helpful. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and watching. I encourage you to please stop by and find me on my Facebook page and say hello there. And yeah, let's kind of get to work together and see what we can do.
Okay, I had some really good finds actually.
Wait,
I found some great stuff. I cannot wait to show you guys. So I'm gonna be doing a haul video and then soon, probably, I'm still trying to figure out my lineup for my videos, and then I'll definitely be doing what solds every week so that you guys can see what's selling, because I want to help you know what to look for. Maybe I'll find something that you never even thought of before, and I learned so much from you. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.